They've run up the best record in the NBA with some absolutely flawless performances. They've been a
Let's meet your Cleveland Cavaliers starting lineup. In the middle,
it's the home of the Cavaliers here in Cleveland, Ohio, as we bring you an interconference match here at the Quicken Loans Arena. The Warriors are in the midst of a road trip going into this one. The story here, Kevin Love injured and unable to play.
Well, since the last game when we saw him leave with that injury, the news appears to have gone from bad to worse, guys, and that's terribly disheartening. The speed of that young player, man, we're going to miss that, and he could be out a long time.
Yeah, so sad. I mean, I was not anticipating that news. I love watching this guy play. So talented. So this is really a worst-case scenario for him and his team. Let's just hope that his rehab goes well and that he's back on the court before too long.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Tombo, it's Green, Bogut, and it's Livingston in at the point guard position. 4-point game. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And I think everybody who was at that game would agree. It was their defense that really won it for them.
Yeah, they were all over the place, flying all over the court.
This packing Oracle Arena with plans for a new arena on the San Francisco waterfront by 2018. I've seen pictures. It's going to be beautiful.
Oh, I can only imagine one of the great fan bases in all of basketball. Change of location from their original intended spot on the piers, the spot known as Mission Bay, about a mile south.
And a new coach.
Yeah, that's right.
Very well done. He is a confident, dynamic scorer.
The drive by James. Leaps for it. Poke loose. Warriors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. It's good from Barnes on the assist by Livingston. Barnes has got his first basket of the night.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
LeBron with it. Picked up by Thompson. Trying to get open is Thompson. And James gets it to go. The Warriors have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at Cleveland. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And, of course, the Chicago Bulls sitting in second place.
Well, I think for Cleveland, there's always one Cinderella team in the NBA each year, it seems. And this year, it looks like they're it.
Yeah, for sure. But I know they don't like to hear that talk, Clark, because they'll tell you that they thought they were going to be good from day one.
And Thompson kicks to Green. Off target with his 3.
First miss of the game after 4 makes, so it's been a hot start.
And here's LeBron outside. Warriors with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Oakland.
Yeah, that was very sloppy in that first matchup. It was a totally played game, and it turned into a blowout because they continued to turn the ball over and they didn't execute offensively.
Irving kicks to LeBron. And it's hard to forget what Steve mentioned. The turnovers really piled up last time.
Yep, Steve's always on top of it, as are you. You can bet their coach was on top of it as well and didn't let them forget about that. It was an embarrassing statistic and an embarrassing loss.
And the Warriors making a change here. Lee's checked in. Clark, if you were trying to craft in your imagination the ideal flawless basketball player, you'd have a hard time doing much better than LeBron James.
The 21st century version of the best video game player ever, and also happens to be the best real game player ever, too. I mean, one of them anyway. That's why Eric Spoelstra, the coach, called him 1 through 5, and that's a perfect way to describe LeBron James. The shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
Knocks it loose, and stolen by LeBron. And Irving throws it down.
They keep going down low with the ball, and it results in points. They're having their way in the paint. And for LeBron, has he reached his peak? He says he's still a relative newcomer to working down on the block, and that's one area he's continuing to improve, developing moves and then counter moves against post defense.
And the Warriors making a change here. Lee, a screen on Irving. On the wing, Iguodala. Holiday against Smith. Shot clock at 6. They need this. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on purpose.
And for LeBron, you know, he said he didn't enjoy posting up early in his career, but as his command on the low block has improved, he's got more comfortable with it. And I think now it's something that he really relishes.
Now here's LeBron, and it's blocked. Holiday attacking. Here's Livingston, the rim-rattling two-handed jam. That could give him a huge injection of energy, Clark.
And Kevin, that's exactly what they need right now. They've got to close the gap.
Forget about that for a second. How about the burst to the bucket for a point guard? Boy, he can power those down.
Holiday, the pass to Livingston. Poked loose. Throws it up high, and James throws it down.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against the Pistons at the Palace of Auburn Hills.
And if you look at their numbers in that game, what jumps out most is the balance offensively. They really spread the wealth.
And they were on fire in all areas. That was a very satisfying road win.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Iguodala no good. Speights dishes to Livingston. Passes to Iguodala. Speights with a screen on Thompson. And Holiday kicks to Iguodala. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Boy, has there been any defense played yet in this game?
Nope. This game has been all about rapid-fire offense early.
And as we can... And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
They've come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing the ball repeatedly.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Warriors trail by 11. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Golden State looking at who they've got. It's Lee and Bogut inside. Thompson and Barnes, the 2 and 3. And it's Iguodala in at the point guard. And here are the Warriors now. Barnes passes to Bogut. And here we go. Cavaliers running again. And finished off by Perkins.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that's not going to be able to continue if they hope to get back into this game, Clark. It's a deflating play for your morale. That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
Well, Andrew Bogut possesses really great size and above-average athleticism, but I really think it's his basketball IQ. Oh, how about that basketball, man?
Beautiful.
Wow. Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, now's when they need a little spark anyway.
And here's the fast break. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Andre Iguodala is perhaps the premier wing defender in the league. Dre himself said, "I used to always joke with my coaches, I could play defense in my sleep. But it's not just natural ability," he said. "There's another me in the league. They have the same things. Long arms, quick feet, and they can defend. They just choose not to do it." Kevin?
It comes from within, Doris. Thank you.
Harrison Barnes, the 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. He's got prototypical size and athleticism for that small forward position. Still developing his overall game, but he's got enormous potential.
It's stolen by Green. Iguodala outside, and she takes possession. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. The drive by Iguodala. Tries again, and Bogut finishes inside.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
And Barnes, the top overall recruit in the nation coming out of high school in 2010.
Yeah, and really high expectations for him from a relatively young age. There's been some disappointment in his development, but with his work ethic, I think it's short-lived.
Thompson dishes to Bogut. It's deflected. From deep, Green. Thompson with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Smith kicks to Perkins. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. An opportunity here to bring up a list of players that have been carrying their teams offensively for the last 10 games. The highest scoring small forwards in the league. LeBron James, number 1.
There's no doubt he's one of the league's most dynamic offensive players. He's capable of putting up big numbers from the wing.
Yeah, that's where he likes to operate, but he can hurt you from anywhere, Steve. I mean, his numbers come from all over the place, and he's a very sophisticated offensive player with how he goes about his game.
And it's Iguodala missing. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
If you just look at the numbers, you are not seeing the real impact of Kendrick Perkins. I mean, he is just this mountain at the rim as a protector of the paint. And it really makes it hard for opponents to get easy shots because of his presence.
No good on that one. You know, Steve, with Perkins, the defense at the rim might be the best thing he brings to the table. He is a solid defensive player for sure all around, but his ability to make life miserable on inside shots is special.
Well, I think he's one of the elite low-post defenders in the league. You know, when he has to go against the big scorers down on the block, whether it's Tim Duncan or Hibbert, he does as good a job as anybody because of his strength and his intelligence, just understanding what he's facing night in and night out.
A nice shot by LeBron.
That's been a great day for him, and if you remember, he gave them a huge performance their last time out as well.
Warriors trail by 7. Kicks to Barnes. Feeds it to Bogut. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he can't get the first one. The Warriors making a switch here. And he's good on the second.
Well, this is what you have to do when you're trailing. You've got to attack, be aggressive, and get to that foul line.
And perhaps cause some foul trouble along the way. I mean, that can have a big impact down the road.
You know, normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up on the scoreboard, but not so much here today.
You're right, Steve. Typically, it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not so.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill the team.
The offensive rebound. Kicks it out to LeBron. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Pass to Lee. Good work defensively by Smith. Perkins with it. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Taking a look back over the last month, Kevin, let's check out how Cleveland stacked up. First in steals, first in shooting percentage, and they're also number 1 in three-point shooting. This is a team that loves to cast up shots from behind the arc.
Yeah, Clark, this is a team that scares opponents because of that steals number that you talked about. They're so good at anticipating plays. They seem to have a good scheme defensively night in and night out. They know their roles. They make their rotations. They read the passing lanes, and they frequently get out there, make steals, and then get out in their transition game.
Here is Livingston, averaging 6 points per contest. Bogut gets the bucket.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter. You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
Here's Livingston. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Livingston's got 6. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Irving kicks to James. And Bogut sends it back.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
It's stolen by Smith.
And if they're smart, they will hold for the last shot.
That's got to be the objective here, Steve. Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Here's Livingston. And the first half ends in a close one. Cavaliers on top. They lead by 5. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Gentlemen, I'm over here with Tristan Thompson, and after that first half, Tristan, what's the plan going to be for this second half?
Well, it's simple. It's going to be a dogfight. You know, they got big guys, true bigs, and we got to come out, play hard, and not let up.
You have to have plenty of bark in a dogfight, Tristan. Thank you. Guys?
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Well, his ability to disrupt passes and get a hand on the ball, force a turnover, make a steal, it's been really impressive.
When he defends you, he basically forces you to play perfect. Any lapse of concentration, and he'll pick your pocket.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. 31 points and 3 steals. Really dominating this game, just taking it over.
Just making it look effortless as well.
Warriors trail by 5. LeBron is the 3 with Thompson at the 4. Kyrie Irving is out there with J.R. Smith, and it's Perkins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Ball's knocked loose, so it's Cleveland again turning it over. Here's Smith, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted, the aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr taking over as head coach of the Warriors, a 5-time NBA champion. His focus is on creating sustained success. He said, we've got a chance to be really good for the next decade. Let's just take a swing every year and be consistent with our efforts, and we'll have our chances. And we get to watch them, Kevin.
Looking to build something that'll last. Thank you, Doris. James with it, guarded now by Barnes. There's the bucket, good. And it's a 9-point Cavalier lead.
Kyrie Irving 3 seasons ago was the only rookie in NBA history to shoot as well as he did from the three-pointers, the field, and the free throw line. There's no question about it. He is an elite shooter.
Here is Livingston. He's got 6. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Kyrie Irving, clearly a player who's dreamed of greatness from a very young age. Going back to the 4th grade, he wrote, "I'm going to the NBA," and he wrote it across the back wall of his closet. And while it was hidden behind his clothes, it certainly wasn't far from his head or his heart.
Spates checked in for Andrew Bogut.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Thompson passes to Perkins. Irving dishes to James. LeBron is doubled. Back to Irving. There's the feed to Smith. The pass to Irving. Looking for Perkins. He gets it there. It's stolen by Green. And Thompson kicks to Green. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here is Livingston. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
And Irving still wanted to write down goals. He used to write them in a notebook he still keeps. Now he'll write them down in his phone. All part of setting his sights high and dreaming big.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for the Warriors. Barnes kicks to Green. And stolen by James. And to Smith. It's deflected. And stolen by Spates. The drive by Iguodala. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
Man, I like the way he capped that drive off, guys, with the one-hand punch.
And for Irving, just like those words in the back of his closet stayed hidden, his great talent stayed hidden for a long time as well.
Yeah, it didn't really dominate until his senior year of high school, Kevin. Only 11 games he played at Duke. Might seem he was an overnight sensation in the NBA, but in truth, he spent a lifetime laying the foundation for his game. Well, it's funny, back when LeBron joined the Heat, some critics said he's given up the chance to be the franchise player and carry his team. Guess what? No matter who LeBron plays with, he's always the franchise player. That's how good he is.
And LeBron throws it down hard.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
And Spates gets it to go.
And you think back to LeBron after the 2011 finals, many also questioned whether he had, quote unquote, what it took to win a title. He's obviously answered those questions.
Cleveland moving it around. It's stolen by Green. Got a piece of it. LeBron drives in, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And some harsh criticism, Clark, for LeBron after the decision, or his comments after the 2011 finals.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? It's really impressive to see how he's handled that. He misspoke and mishandled both of those situations. And to his credit, he's expressed regret about those things, displaying a maturity we've always seen in him. One of the remarkable things about LeBron is that for the magnitude of his celebrity, his stature, and the expectations, I don't know if we've had an athlete handle himself any better under the hot, bright lights of stardom.
The inside, it's up against Thompson. That's good. A minute 42 left to play in the third. It's LeBron with the drive. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
The other thing they're doing, guys, is forcing turnovers and then creating points offensively as a result. Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
Pretty good defense. Challenged him.
Irving dishes to Thompson. Launches it. And LeBron James with the 3. James has got 45 points.
This quarter, guy.
Perkins kicks to LeBron. And he gets it to go.
Drop that one in as soft as a feather using the finger roll.
Warriors trail by 15 and stolen by James. And here we go. And the slam dunk by Irving.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly.
Poked away. Tries to keep it alive. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
This game is going to get
Andrew Bogut checked in for Golden State. Klay Thompson comes in for Shawn.
height advantage over the defender. That's going to be a pretty easy play for him.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And
Threw himself off balance for no reason.
And here is Iguodala. Over in the corner, Barnes. And as we
tune in this Friday night, February 27th, Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers take on Michael Connolly and the Memphis Grizzlies. Be there.
I'm a gangster, but y'all knew that. The big boss dog, yeah, I had to do that. I keep the blue flag hanging on the outside, but only way on that side, yeah, side. Ain't no other way to play the game the way I play. I cut so much you thought I was a DJ. 2, big 1, 3, that's it.
and stolen by Barnes. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Thompson and Barnes, the 2 and 3. Down low, it's Green and Bogut. And it's Iguodala in at the 1. James against Barnes. From 10 feet out, off the left rim and out.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Smith, the pass to James. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 5 assists in the game.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
And he gets it to go.
It makes it so easy for your teammate when you can lead him with a pass like that one.
It's LeBron with the drive. The Warriors pull it in. Bogut's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Iguodala draws the double. On the wing, Green. Again, Golden State.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
The Cavaliers leading by 11 and stolen by Barnes. The 8-footer. The second effort, and Thompson sends it back. The drive by LeBron. That's good. LeBron's got 52 points.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
Timeout called the Warriors. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
He's been absolutely on fire from outside. They've got to get into his jersey, get up into him, force him to pass or drive.
He's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Warriors coach as he addressed his team. No surprise, really. The turnover situation was the focus. He told them, listen, we're giving it away, guys. We've got to protect the ball, play within ourselves, and get quality shots. Kevin?
The dish to Thompson. Fires from the corner, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Livingston's got 9 assists now tonight. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. LeBron drives in, using his post moves to get the 2 points. James has got 54 points.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seems like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
16 seconds.
Here's Green. It's to Barnes. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Goes up, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And the defense just lets him go there.
And once he hit the open floor, there was no looking back. Straight to the rack.
Got a piece of it. Irving with the steal. And he's going up for the alley-oop, and it's slammed in by Perkins.
A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous, stupendous alley-oop.
This crowd just stunned at the sight of that one.
And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it, the fast break chance, and James throws it down.
Impressive play there, and they have been really good offensively.
Piling up the points and roots of this big lead, guys. I mean, they've been unstoppable.
Warriors trail by 19. Here is Livingston. Dishes to Thompson. And stolen by Irving. LeBron with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Offline with his three.
You know, normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up on the scoreboard, but not so much here today.
You're right, Steve. Typically, it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not so.
And here are the Cavaliers. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. It's LeBron with the drive from 10 feet out. Shot's good. LeBron's got 58.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, taking advantage of the defense, really pounding it down low.
Timeout called the Warriors.
The big story from last year was that the NBA finally was able to come to an agreement with the Silna brothers. They were owners from the ABA who had a huge stake in the media rights of the NBA.
It's Thompson off the drive. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Well, the Silna brothers out of St. Louis, they own the St. Louis franchise, and when the ABA and NBA merged, they cut a deal to get about 2% of the NBA's TV revenue with no end in sight.
And Kevin, one of the greatest deals in the history of deal making across all industries is that deal the Silna brothers were able to cut, but it has finally been negotiated away. And with the way the NBA has become a global phenomenon with television across the globe, that was the best deal, as I just said, ever made. I'm happy they were able to put a cap on that deal for the owners that are now in the NBA.
And I'd like to make the announcement now. We're changing our names. That's Clark Silna. I'm Kevin Silna. Goodbye, everybody. The drive by James. Yes! And it's Irving picking up the assist. 65 points for LeBron.
And guys, with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who's watched it. I mean, just a total mismatch in a true show of strength for Cleveland.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And I think coming into this game, these guys felt they had the confidence to win. And looking at the season they've had, already 58 wins in the books. Tonight will be win number 59.
They simply refused to let their opponent off the hook in either game of this season series. That's why they're going to finish the year with a record of 2-0 against the Warriors.
And you have to look back at this and see what a huge game it's been for LeBron. Now, there wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every opportunity he got.
Here's Livingston. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Cleveland's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. James with the bucket.
Boy, they're extending their lead. It kind of feels like they're just piling on here as we come to an end.
Well, hey, let's just call it what it is. They are trying to run it up on them.
The 11-footer. Here's Bogut. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
He's done a ton to help his team, guys, and he may have to do more if they're going to come back and win.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. And they were right in his face.
And that one's good.
You know, if this had come earlier, they might have been able to get back into it.
Yeah, but as it is, too little, too late.
Now here's LeBron. From the arc. Off target. So we see the Cavaliers.